Keep an eye on him. Just because we don't have proof doesn't mean he's clean.
The next morning, the system finally stabilized. The forensic unit managed to process the hair sample and generate a DNA profile. Within an hour, a match came up. "Got him," one of the officers said, staring at the screen. Kubo stepped closer. "Who is he?" "A young male. Local resident. No prior record." Kubo didn't waste time. "Let's move." Kubo and a junior officer arrived at the suspect's location and took him into custody without resistance. The young man looked confused more than anything. "There's been a mistake," he said immediately. "I don't have any weapon. I don't own a gun. I didn't attack any drone." "Save it," the junior officer replied. "You can explain everything at the station." Back at the station, the suspect was seated across from the officers. He looked nervous but tried to stay composed. Kubo leaned forward slightly. "Your DNA was found at the scene. You were there." The young man nodded. "Yeah, I was there. I'm not denying that. But I didn't do anything." "Then explain why your DNA is there," another officer said. "I pass through that area sometimes," he replied. "It's quiet. I go there to think. But I didn't see any drone. There was nothing there when I was around." The room fell silent for a moment. Kubo studied him carefully. His body language didn't match someone lying under pressure, but that didn't mean he was innocent. "Run the full DNA confirmation," Kubo said. Meanwhile, across the city, Saroj was at home, sitting in front of a virtual screen, watching videos like nothing had happened. He hadn't told his family about the previous night. On the surface, everything looked normal, but his mind wasn't at ease. Back at the station, the final DNA report came in. "It's a confirmed match," an officer said. "Hair from the scene and his DNA are identical." Kubo looked at the suspect again. "You're still saying you had nothing to do with it?" "I'm telling you the truth," the young man said, his voice tense now. "Yes, I was there. But when I was there was no drone. No gun. Nothing." The room started to heat up as officers exchanged looks. "This doesn't add up," one of them muttered. Right then, the door to the station opened. A man walked in slowly, holding something in his hand. Every officer in the room turned instantly alert. It was a gun. A real, lethal firearm. The man looked uneasy, almost shaken. His grip on the weapon was careful, like he didn't fully understand what he was holding. Kubo recognized him immediately. It was the same man from the night before, the one with the blown tire. Kubo's eyes narrowed. "Put it down." Slowly. The man nodded and carefully placed the gun on the table, then raised his hand slightly. "I'm not here to cause trouble," he said. "I came to give this to you." The officers moved in, securing the weapon. Kubo stepped closer. "Where did you get this?" The man swallowed. "I found it, in my brother's room." The room went completely quiet. "You're saying this belongs to your brother?" Kubo asked. "I don't know how he got it," the man said quickly. "I've never seen anything like it before. Guns like this aren't even supposed to exist here. I got scared. I thought I should bring it straight to the police." Kubo glanced at the weapon, then back at the man. "Where is your brother right now?" The man hesitated for a split second. I'm not sure." That hesitation didn't go unnoticed. Kubo's tone hardened. "You're going to start being very clear with us. Because right now, this is the first real piece of evidence we've got." The investigation had just shifted direction.